guys, it's Sandy. So I have a question for you. Do you ever wonder, what am I going to make for dinner? Mostly when you have hardly any time in that evening, or you didn't get anything out of their freezer, or you didn't plan anything and you have no idea what you're going to make. Well, I've got 4 different meals that you can make at home that are going to be super simple. They come together in 10 minutes. They taste good, they're healthy, and they're going to save you time and money, because by the time you order food and go in and pick it up, then you've wasted all that time. You could have dinner already on the table. So these could be lunch or dinner. For me personally, I prefer dinner to be something warm. So these are all a warm food, but you could use it anytime that you need a meal. So we're gonna make warm ham and cheese wraps. We're gonna make omelets. We're gonna make a pasta dish, and we're going to make an avocado on toast with egg dish, or however you want to say that. So these are very hearty, they're very healthy, they are going to keep you full for a long time, and you're going to be able to get these meals on the table in no time at all. Oh, but stop, we take just a second, hit that like button below, comment, and just tell me what kind of meals you like to get on the table really fast. Okay, here we go.
So let's start with these warm sandwich wraps. You're going to need tortilla shells, some kind of cheese, some kind of meat. I'm using ham, this uncured, because it doesn't have all the nitrates and nitrites in it. And then you're going to need vegetables. I'm going to use romaine lettuce, some tomatoes cut up, and some bell peppers that I already had cut up in the refrigerator. And then you're just going to need a pan. And it's that easy. You're going to have this meal on the table actually in under 10 minutes. Now, for me personally, I like warm dinners. I can think of lunch as being cold, but for something dinner wise, I like it to be warm. So just put your pan on medium-high heat and then put in your tortilla shell with the cheese. And then rather than putting the ham right on top, I want to warm the ham up first. So that way it kind of melts the cheese even more. So in like 60 seconds, that is done. I just put that warm ham right on top. And then I just let it sit there for another few seconds. Now I don't want it to sit there too long, or the tortilla shell will get crispy, and I don't want it to be crispy. I want it to be warm and pliable so that I can roll it up easily into a sandwich wrap. So then I just start adding all the vegetables. Now I put my camera where you can't see anything. So I'm just explaining what I'm putting. I'm putting on the romaine lettuce, I'm putting on the different vegetables, and it's that quick. And then just put on whatever topping you like. I wanted some Dijon mustard on mine just to give it that little bit of extra kick. And then just roll it up, and you have something warm that you made in just a couple seconds on the stovetop, and it's really good. Pair it with whatever. I paired this with some veggies and dip, some almonds and chocolate. You could have an apple with it. You could put some nice kettle chips with it. And then you have a very quick meal that's going to be satisfying and healthy. Another very satisfying meal you can have on the table in under 10 minutes are omelets. You get to pick whatever kind of veggies or meat that you want to put in omelets. So I had a little bit of chicken in the refrigerator. I'm going to use that, and then I'm going to use all these different vegetables. I did add a little bit of ham also in here, and just cut everything up. As far as the tomatoes, I made sure and cut out the seeds just so that it's not too watery inside of the omelets. I did cut up some mushrooms, but I wanted to saute those first just so they taste better inside of the omelets. And look, you get to pick whatever you want. And that's the beauty of omelets, is you get to customize it for each person, whatever they want. So all you do is mix up your egg, put it in there. We did 3 egg omelets is what we did. So 3 eggs a piece. So you're getting your protein from the eggs and then all kinds of fiber from your vegetables. It's a very filling meal, but it's also a very healthy meal too. So Mac is helping me because he is the omelet maker, and he's just putting different omelet fillings on. Mac makes really good omelets, but I literally break them every single time. So if you're like me and you break the omelet instead, you could just make these into scrambled eggs and still put all of the different fillings in. Then you still have the same ingredients. You know, it's still a very filling meal. It's just not as pretty when you eat it, because the omelets, you know, are really pretty. This one is mine. I like all the different veggies inside of mine, and then I like to have some cheese into it also. So that's what it looks like. And then I always add some fruit, and we did toast. I just buy an organic sprouted grain toast, and then everybody's was just a little bit different. And Mac, you can see jalapenos in his, and then Tristan, he just wanted ham, cheese, and green peppers in his. But it's a very filling meal, and if you make breakfast for dinner, it always satisfies everybody. Okay, on to the pasta. Very first thing you got to do is get that water boiling before you do anything else. So it's already on and starting to warm up. So I have my pasta. I like the organic, non-GMO pasta. And then it's time to put the veggies into this dish also. So I've got my garlic. I cut up the mushrooms and onions. I've got them sauteing in a pan. Since I started the water first, it's already starting to boil. And then I'm going to add some tomatoes to mine and Max. The kids don't like them so much cooked in pasta, but we do. So I'm doing it in 2 separate skillets, and that's why I'm doing it in 2 separate skillets. Now I'd already put salt in the water. That gives more flavor to the pasta. And once the water is boiling, I add the pasta. And then I always put a couple wooden spoons on top because it keeps your pot from boiling over. It just collects the starch and keeps it down into the pan. I don't know the whole science behind it, but it works. I decided to add a little bit of artichoke hearts also to the tomatoes just to put another veggie in, and we really like that. And then I'm adding some minced garlic, give all kinds of flavor to this dish. Once that's getting just a little bit hot, I add some salt, some ground peppercorns, and a little bit of Italian seasoning to the mushroom and onion dish. Just boil your pasta according to the package directions. You can see how it's coming up, and it'll hit these spoons and it will not boil over. Once it's done boiling, just pour your water out. If you want to save some of the pasta water to put back in and make it a little bit thicker, you can do that. I did not rinse my pasta off though. I just drained out the water is all. And then I added it to the mushroom and the onions because everybody's going to eat that one right here. And then I'm just going to add I'm going to add olive oil, extra virgin olive oil. Get a really good kind of olive oil. This is a high quality, so it's got all the good stuff that olive oil does for your body. And then you can add chicken to this if you want to. I'm using mushrooms as the meat substitute and just put Parmesan cheese on the top. It is delicious. Okay, this meal is going to go fast. It is avocado on toast with an egg on top. It is so good and so nutritious and will absolutely fill you up. So you need an egg, bread, and an avocado. I love it when I open an avocado and it's perfectly ripe. So just toast your bread while your egg is frying, and then put your avocado, spread it out on your toast, and then use whatever toppings. The toppings is what makes it really good. So for me, I love to use everything bagel seasoning. I like some Mrs. Dash spicy, or you could use some red pepper flakes, or you could leave that off if you don't like anything spicy. You could even add tomato slices if you want to. And then I always use a really good quality extra virgin olive oil. It gives so much flavor to it, and it's a very healthy fat. And that's what I'm going for, the healthy fats, because that's what keeps you full. So you've got your avocado, which is a healthy fat. You got your carb, which is the bread, but it's a good organic sprouted bread. And then the protein from the egg. I like to cut the yolk and spread it around, and then I always top it with just a little bit of sea salt. Sea salt has all the good minerals in it that the iodized table salt doesn't. Add a fruit, and that quickly, your meal is ready.
Okay, that's it. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, will you let me know in the comments, and I will make some more videos just like this. Until next time, I'm out.